Hi, welcome to the Coffee Chat Show here in Buzzing Pattaya, the show where we talk about things that happen right here, right now, as well as general news, tips, information and advice. So today, if you have a quick look on the map right now, I'm over here in Pratumnak in Soy 5. I'm with in Bentleys, and joining me is John, the owner. John, how you doing, man?
I'm good, thank you. Nice
Good,
to see you.
I've got him out early.
Yeah, very early for me, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, sorry.
That's
No,
right.
well, it's 12 now, it's 12.
12,
Yeah,
okay.
see, I'm doing him an extra
right.
hour.
Yeah,
An extra hour.
I have, yeah.
So, if you're not sure about Bentleys, come down and have a look. You got a Facebook page?
Not yet.
Not yet.
That's all in the process.
Okay.
They're very early doors at the moment of just getting set up.
Yeah, okay. Well, once we've got that, we'll put that in the description for you. But I've got to say, you've got a lovely place here, mate.
Thank you very much.
It's really nice. I really like this. But before we get into that, let's know a bit about you. So, where are you from, John?
Originally brought up in Red Hill in Surrey.
Yeah.
But then lived 23 years in Marylebone.
Nice.
Which was, yes, it was very, I just lived off, just off Great Portland Street.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you've seen some nice cars running around there?
I have, yes.
So you were there for how long?
Well, I was 23 years in Marylebone, owned some pubs in that area,
Yeah.
and a few others in London. And then my house, I moved out to Chalfont St Giles.
Nice.
In Buckinghamshire, sort of by default, really.
Yeah.
But once you move out of London, there's no going back.
It's tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you were there for a long time then,
Yeah.
and involved in the pub trade.
Yeah. Before I got involved in the pub trade, I used to be. I was involved with guns.
Okay.
So I used to sell top end.
You ain't got one now. You don't shoot.
No. That's not a gun. I'm just pleased to see you. No, I used to sell top end shotguns, mainly to top end people, celebrities, royal families, all around the world. So it was a great life. It was a great life. And I bought my first pub in Marylebone and called it the Gunmakers.
The Gunmakers, nice.
Yeah, that was my first pub. Yeah.
So what's the most expensive gun you've ever sold?
Well, I used to work for a company called Boss, which not many people have heard of, but Boss is pretty much thought of to be the above Holland and Purdy. So probably a pair of Boss guns now. If you could get on the list to get a pair, probably about 300 grand.
Whoa, man.
Yeah.
Man. So when you see Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels with the guns, what do you reckon on them?
Well, funny you say that, because with Guy Ritchie for Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, I did I was involved in that.
Was you?
Yeah, well, not involved, but I did the invitations for the after party, which were empty shotgun shells with the invitation rolled up inside.
How cool is that?
Yeah, so I knew Guy. He's big into the shooting, so I knew Guy a long time before Lock, Stock came out, but just before he got with Lady Madge.
Wow, fair play. So you've met a few well-known people then?
You could say that, yeah.
300 grand though for a set of shotguns.
Yeah, and that's if you can get them. Believe me, there's they can't. They only make about sort of 12 to 20 guns a year.
Wow.
So you didn't have to be much of a salesman.
Yeah, God, yeah. I can imagine.
The demand was way outweigh the number of guns.
Yeah. So you were there then, obviously doing what you did how long were you in the pub trade for?
Well, I've still got 2 pubs in the UK now.
Have you?
Yeah. When I lived out here, I lived here before. So I first came out here in 2002.
Right.
On my way back from Japan, from the World Cup. So
Right.
I did the 6 weeks or whatever it was out in Japan for the 2002 World Cup. On the way back, I sort of booked around the world tickets. I did Singapore and all that. Then I came to Thailand for the first time.
Yeah.
Stayed in Bangkok, and I had a mate that lived in Pattaya. So I said to them, I said to the hotel, could I leave my bag here for 3 days? No problem. Bought a little sports bag, 3 days worth of clothes, brought that down here, and ended up going back to the hotel to pick my gear up 3 months later.
3 months. Was it still there?
It was still, surprisingly enough, it was still there.
How lucky is that?
It was lucky.
How lucky is that?
Yeah.
So 2002 you came out here for the first time. That was more of a holiday style.
That was holiday.
But did it get into you to make you decide you want to come out? Because obviously coming out of holiday...
I got the bug straight away.
Did you?
Yeah. I've had friends come out here not like it, but also I've brought people out here on holiday that have all ended up living here.
Yeah.
It is a bit Marmite, Pattaya.
It is, yeah.
You either get it or you don't.
Yeah.
And if you get it, you get hooked very quickly.
Yeah,
very
totally
quickly.
agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you went back, how long was it before you came back out again?
Probably about 6 weeks, something like.
6 weeks.
Well, as soon
So
as
it really did get hold of you?
well, it's really as soon as I could afford it, really. So yeah, I started off. So from 2002, I think from then I started doing minimum 3 months a year.
Wow.
Coming out, which then got to be 6 months, etc., etc. And then I lived out here. For 6 years. Moved out properly, but funny enough, I lived in Pratumnak when I
Right.
lived out here before.
So you knew the area before you committed
Yeah,
to
so
this?
I had a condo in Bayview next door to the Kinnery, which
Yeah.
was interesting.
That must have been a tough location to live next to.
It was. Yeah, it wasn't planned, but it was a good move in hindsight. It was a good
So
move.
if you don't know what the Kinnery is, it's a gentleman's club, and trust me, if you haven't been there, go there. It's interesting. We'll leave it interesting. Shall we?
We'll leave it interesting.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah.
So you went back home. Well, you lived here 6 years. Went back.
Yeah, well, I had a bar here. So basically, the person I came to see after the football was a mate of mine, Chris, who still lives here now. And Chris then owned the Blues Factory.
Oh, right.
So
I know
Chris
the
Lee.
Blues.
So
Yeah.
with Lam Morrison
Yeah.
and Snowman and all that lot. So that was who I came to see. I was still mates with him now. But after a while, when I came back out here to live with Chris as a silent partner, we bought the Stag's Head in
The Stag's Head,
in LK Metro.
Yeah.
So those were the days when it was opposite like Armageddon. You had
That's
Steve next door in Murphy's Law, and
He's a character, isn't he, Steve?
He is a character. He's over the dark side now. But I should go and say hello.
But people never believe me when we talk about Steve. I say you do realise he was a professional top cyclist.
Well, he was in the Olympics or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, and people are like, really? Look, that drunken guy over there? I'm like, yeah, seriously.
Never going home.
That's it, yeah, never, that's his favourite thing, wasn't it?
Never going home.
Yeah.
And a very tall bloke, so everywhere you went, every bar, there was stickers on the ceiling, weren't they?
Yeah.
They used to wind me up.
Put 'em up,
They used to wind me up. Every time I went to our toilet, there'd be a Murphy's Law sticker in on the
brilliant.
ceiling.
Brilliant. So you went back, and then you decided to come back out here again.
Well, we sold the Stag's Head. I can't remember what year it was now, but we sold the Stag's Head. It turned. I think they opened it as the Office of Go-Go.
That's right.
It's
Yeah.
now Catching it.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, Catch or something. But those are the days when really it was sort of just the only go-go down there was Champagne, I think.
Yeah, still going strong as well.
Champagne. Yeah. The good ones always last.
Yeah, he's got Champagne and he owns a Billabong as well on the corner.
He's got the Billabong now. Yeah.
Yeah, no, good place there. So, what made you decide then, once you came here, you thought, well, I've seen like the Stag's Head and everything, you've had that experience. What made you come out here to Pratumnak into what you're doing now?
Well, the reason I came to Pratumnak is, at the time, I wanted a big condo. And Pattaya has had a bit of it's oversubscribed with 36 metre little one beds. There's too many of them.
Yeah.
But when I lived in Bayview, that was a 280 metre. That was a 280 metre condo.
That's not a condo. That's a football pitch.
They are big. Well, my bedroom used to be like, as you open the front door, there's a long hallway down to the bedroom.
Yeah.
And when I used to order a delivery, if I was lying on the bed, like by the time I got to the front door, they used to go because they didn't think I was in.
That's a nice unit.
There's a couple there as well. There's two to a floor. And there's a couple there that have knocked into one.
Wow. Wow, nice. So, Pratumnak, Soy 5, you took the plunge and said, I'm going to open up another boozer.
Well, I feel like I've got one more left in me. I find it very difficult here not to have something to be focused on.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's many people like older, like when people retire, a lot of people struggle. You know what I mean? It gives you something to get up for, and actually gives you a bit of focus. Otherwise, you can
It's on the pop all day.
Well, you can just spend your whole day sort of looking at the clock, wondering what, like trying to keep out of the bar, thinking it's too early to go for a drink. So it keeps your mind ticking over.
Yeah. So you're here. You've opened the place, Bentleys.
Yeah.
I have to say, it looks really nice. You've done a really good job. I like the open front.
Yeah.
I think, and there's a nice breeze as well. And
well, yeah, we got at the back. There's a bit that's open as well, so you do get a nice bit of through breeze, which is nice and comfortable. Plenty of fans.
Yeah. So where did the name Bentleys come from? Is that your last car? He's a Marylebone geezer. I
have had a car.
How did I guess that?
I've had 4, but it's a little bit of a tear to me because those days are well and truly over. But I did have a few Bentleys.
Did you? Nice.
But also it was sort of a cross between Bentleys and Bentleys nightclub in Canning Town. Where I spent my misspent youth.
So you had a Bentley, I had a Rover P6.
Oh, they're nice.
Yeah, well, they're not as good as a Bentley.
No, but like, the Bentleys were nice because when I left Pattaya and I sort of went back I didn't actually go back to England. I actually went to Spain and lived in Marbella for 4 years.
Right. Did you have a pub out there?
I didn't, but I got involved with putting on concerts.
Nice.
So we did, yeah. So I've done like Simply Red, Seal, UB40.
See, what's interesting, I've got to say this, is what you've obviously met a lot of high-end profile people.
I have, yeah.
And when you sit here, the thing I like about what you've done here is when you look around, there's not really a lot of memorabilia of people that you've met.
No.
And that's kind of like you've kept that to one side out of the way.
Yeah. But those days, it's difficult. When you sell guns, I used to think it was like the best job in the world for actually meeting people.
Yeah.
You can work for some top-end company, and most of the time though you would end up dealing with like their PAs or their personal assistants or whatever. But with guns,
they want to hold it, don't they?
It's not that they have to. You can't give the gun to the PA. You have to give it to the licence holder. So
right.
You had that one-to-one contact with all those people.
So is there any famous women that have got guns that we should be worried about without you name dropping?
Well, I've done. Madonna, Elle McPherson.
Jeez.
Who else? Women was.
There you go, boys. Don't mess with the women. They're going to pop a 12-bore in your backside.
I'll tell you who else like she is. Kiri Tika, whatever her name was. Kiri Tika.
Oh, the
opera singer.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
New Zealand. She's big. She's big in.
Wow.
Yeah.
So bringing it back down to earth now. We're back here, back in the normal
reality.
world. In the normal world. So you've opened a bar. I mean, obviously you've got a vast experience of running bars, owning bars, etc. How has this gone in terms of working here and with the construction of your bar and everything? Because I guess you're kind of used to being saying, right, I want that there and I want it there 10 minutes ago. Whereas out here you say, I want that there and when will you do it and can you please make sure it's in the right place?
Well, anyone that comes to Thailand and gets involved in working with the Thais will all recognise what I'm sort of saying.
Well, they wonder why there's so many bald-headed people here.
Exactly.
It's because we lose our hair.
I'll come out here, I had long hair when I first came in. But but on the flip side, some aspects of it are easier because in the UK you get one delivery a week. Mm-hmm. Here, you're half an hour away from a delivery. One phone call, you get it delivered, your rubbish gets picked up every night, your bottles get picked up. So the infrastructure, in some ways, is easier here than it is in the UK. I
suppose as well, I'm guessing, I've never owned a pub, so I'm guessing here, but I would imagine back in the UK there's a lot of stringent rules, licensing regulations.
Mate, I've had untold I'm on first name terms with Westminster Council. Okay. Oh mate, it's hard.
Is it the same out here or is it fairly easy?
Well, we all know the issues with our
we know those issues.
We know those issues. I've had them.
Okay.
I've got a work permit now, which which makes a massive difference.
Yeah, huge. Yeah.
But I had one incident when I was out here before. I used to have a pub on Devonshire Street, just off Great Portland Street, called the Mason's Arms, and I was living out here, and I had loads of problems with Westminster Council about too many people drinking outside the pub. And there was a complainant all the time that kept on saying he walked past the pub, he had to step in the road, there was always too many people outside. And you got a problem here of being 6 or 7 hours in front. So I received an email. Obviously, that was about sort of 1 o'clock in the morning, and they said, "Look, we've had another complaint, Mr. Ray. What are you going to do about it?" And I said I was going to call it. I was going to change it into a gay Muslim pub, so no one can complain. Oh, no. Of which they said to me, "Could I return back to the UK to explain my comments?" So that was an expensive drunken email. Yeah. So don't email when you've had a drink or text.
So you're here. You're in Bentleys. You're opening, and you know, I like this area. I think it's a nice area. Tell me a bit about the actual bar. I mean, do you do food? What kind of drinks do you offer?
Right, food is ongoing. We haven't set the food up yet, but I'm looking. I've got a nice kitchen. It's all brand new. I'm actually looking, hopefully, to find someone that wants to rent the kitchen.
Yeah.
But I don't. When you get involved in the food as well, and when the licensing hours go back to normal, and you start finishing at the bar at 2 o'clock in the morning, which probably ends up being 3 o'clock in the morning, and then you're serving breakfasts at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I did that before at the Stag's here. It gets hard. That makes you very, very tired. You know? So hopefully, what I'm looking for, I'm looking to rent the kitchen eventually.
Okay.
But at the moment, we're open now every day from like 4 o'clock till close. But my official opening isn't until October the 15th.
Yeah, gotcha. And you looking forward to it?
I am. I'm just making sure that, when you order a San Miguel, like, you don't get a bowl of tomato soup, So I just want to iron all those little things that happen.
And I see you got a pool table as well.
There's a pool table.
You decent?
Funny. I wouldn't say I'm brilliant, but I mean, I was playing a bit of snooker, not very well, but I was very good friends with Alex Higgins.
Okay.
So we've got a picture of him in the corner. Yeah. He was like a proper mate of mine. He actually lived with me for 3 months.
Did he?
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah, bless him. So yeah, I was.
So you owned a boozer and he lived with you?
Well, not. Yeah, that was. Yeah, there was some issues.
We'll leave those stories there, shall we? We'll leave them there. So you're here. You're set up now. It's good. I mean, when you get time to relax, I mean, what do you do? How do you chill out?
I just like literally chilling out. I like literally watch a bit of TV, go for like a bit of a swim or something at the pool. I haven't got back in. I haven't got back into the golf yet, but I wouldn't mind trying to take the golf up again.
Yeah.
I was never very good. I'm only just. I'm the typical. I've had 2 sets of clubs and played about 15 times and only finished 18 holes twice, I think, out of those 15 times.
You're like me. I spend most of my time in the trees and the bushes.
They all leave too early, don't they? It's like meet at 6:30 at the bar and all that, and then go. It's too early. I'm a night person.
Yeah, so I'm not worried about the early mornings. I'm worried about finding my ball in the trees, and I just get sad on. I think I ain't having it.
That's why you need a good caddy.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, listen, it's been fantastic talking to you guys. Please come down. Like I said, I did a ride around the other day, and I'm telling you now, you can get from the city centre out to here in a Bolt taxi, like 50 baht, guys. It's nothing, pennies. So come out. You really will find there's some hidden gems here, like Bentleys. So come up and say hello to John, and come and say hello. And I'll tell you now, like some of the stories he can tell you. Pull up a chair, boys. Sit yourself down and listen to some of the stories. So one last question for you, please, if I may.
Yep.
We've got a guy watching the channel now. He's never, ever been out here before, has no idea what to expect. When he walks on, say, son, put your bags down there and listen to this man. What would be your one piece of advice?
Don't fall in love. Straight away.
Straight away, yeah.
Within the first 2 days.
Yeah.
At least give it a week.
There you go. So wait a week and then you can fall in love. That's what we're saying here. Brilliant. It's been a pleasure, my man.
Nice
Thank you so much indeed.
Thanks for coming here.
And what we'll do is, as and when John sort the Facebook and stuff like that, because obviously he's still got stuff to sort out. Once it's in place, I will then put it onto the description. So keep checking back and come up and say hello. Honestly, it's a really nice bar, really nice area, nice view, good breeze, and I'm sure, looking over there's a good selection of beers to keep you happy. All right, that's it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please, as always, remember, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon. if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. Check out Discord. I'm going to get John on there, and he can post regular updates on there every day and tell you what's happening and keep you up to date with everything. So have a look on Discord. 19,000 members now. You know, it's completely free of charge. Get on there. All the bars, the restaurants, hotels, nightlife, the go-go's, everything. It's all there for you to have a chat, as well as talk to other like-minded people that may or may not be out here at the same time as you. And if you'd like to support the channel, there is a link to the members area down below. Membership starts from as little as 89p a month. All right, guys, that's it for me. That's it from John. Thank you very much for watching. And please, as always, wherever you are in the world, stay safe.